Hi everyone, my name is Carolina. I'm an international student from Mexico studying biomedical engineering here at the University of Victoria. I'll be your tour guide today, and before I say anything else, I would like to acknowledge and respect the Lekwungen, Songhees, Esquimalt and Wasanich peoples on whose traditional territory the university stands and whose historical relationship with the land continue to this day. I'll start by telling you about the building we're in right now. This is called the Jamie Castle Center, and it has quite a few things happening here. Over there we have the Welcome Center, which is where you can find very nice and helpful people that can tell you directions and information about anywhere you need to be on campus. Here is a one-card office where you would get your student ID, and we call it a one-card because it works like all-in-one. You can use it at the library, for your gym membership card, to access health services at UVic, and also it works kind of like a debit card, so you can add funds into it and pay for your food at different food outlets at UVic, and also use it for printing. So we're outside the International Center for Students, which is where you can find people that can help you with your study permit, work permit, or even settling here in Victoria overall and in Canada. They also do an orientation at the beginning of the year, so you can learn more about how you can settle here in Victoria as an international student. And these supports are here all throughout your degree and your stay here at UVic. So we made it to our next stop. We're standing outside the First People's House, and this is a social, cultural and educational space for all of our Indigenous students and our Indigenous community in Victoria. This place is also one of our most sustainable buildings. All the glass we see around here is recycled glass. We are in the quad right now, which is this big green open area, and the university has actually vowed to never build anything on it. Also, it's called the quad because it's a quadrangle and it's surrounded by all of our faculty buildings. To my left we have Humanities and Social Sciences, then behind me we have Human Development, Music and Education, and then to my right we have all of our STEM buildings, so it's for all of our sciences, engineering and computer science. And now we can head to the library. So we made it to Fon Library, which is the biggest library on Vancouver Island, and it houses over 2 million books. We made it to the residence area, and I'm actually standing outside our two newest residence buildings, and they actually have Lekwungen names. Over here we have Choknin Alien or Choknin House, and then over here is Snaka Alien or Snaka House. UVic is honored that the Songhees and Esquimalt nations have granted permission for us to use these names to keep their language alive and also to acknowledge the history and the land that these buildings sit on. We made it to our next stop, which is the Student Union Building. We call it SOP for short, and it's run by the University of Victoria Student Society, which means it's run for students, by students, and then all of the proceeds from this place go back into student services. Let's go in. Behind me we have Felicitas, which is our own campus pub, and of course it's 19 plus, but they have a lot of cheap food options, daily specials on food and drinks, and also they have weekly events such as trivia nights, karaoke and music bingo. And then over here we can see all of our food outlets. The Sub is actually the cheapest place to buy food on campus if you're not on the meal plan, so I would definitely recommend checking it out because they have really yummy and cheap food options. Now we're heading into the Center of Accessible Learning. We call it CAL for short, and that's because at UVic we believe that getting an education shouldn't be a barrier. So if you have a learning disability, a disability, or anything that may impact your academic life, they are here to offer accommodations for you to make sure that you succeed in all of your courses. This is the Co-op and Career Services Office. Doing a co-op is earning paid professional experience while you're still studying and getting your degree. Typically, students take a summer off, or you can take it anytime during the year, and they go and work in the field of study. And it's a great way to earn experience and get to know what they are studying for. And a lot of students who have done a co-op are able to secure a job once they graduate. Also, Career Services is here for you even as a graduate, so you can come here and ask for help finding jobs and things like that. Okay, so this is the bookstore at UVic where you can find all of the school supplies you need for all of your courses. This includes, but is not limited to, pencils, pens, art supplies, notebooks, binders, or even buying a laptop. You can buy it right here, and this is where you can also buy your textbooks and this nice UVic merchandise. We are outside CARSA, or Center of Athletics, Recreation and Special Abilities. This is where all of our student athletes practice at. And also it's for all fitness levels, so if you want to do only a drop-in basis or get a membership to do the climbing wall and use the equipment here, or do the climbing wall and go to the recreational classes, you can do that. As I mentioned, this is all for fitness levels. Everybody is welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour. It was a pleasure showing you around UVic, and I hope you really enjoy it. Also, one more thing I would like to mention is that UVic is a destination university. So if you come to UVic, you'll get to know people from all across Canada and all over the world. So I really hope to see you here at UVic.